Hello everyone, Krydex here. Welcome back to our full BZ Plus run. We are hurting for power. It finally is sort of catching up. As we got a few more cells popped into these reactors, but they're almost out already. They only have 5 more each. So we're still not doing great, but we're doing a little better. We've got 9 of the bright green rocks, as I call them. And we are going to work towards building this nuclear setup, which will get me a lot more power per cell, because we'll have double adjacency bonus, because the neighbor bonus is 100%. So we'll get 50% more power from each cell, and we'll be able to generate more total power at the same time. I am going to take 2 of these reactors. I'm going to take everything we got, pretty much. That does mean I'm going to reduce these down, because we don't need as many now. That's going to stay at 0. This can go down to 50 at a time, because we don't want to overproduce those. We don't have the materials to overproduce right now. You need to be storage, your random dump chest. Oh wow, we also have big inventory problem. And did I know I was messing with the advanced drill. I didn't leave it somewhere, did I? Because I'm not... I need to bring a lot of sulfuric acid over here, or maybe I can just make it over here, because I have the crude oil. Let me check real quick. It looks like we already set up sulfuric from crude. We need a tiny bit of lead. That is hyper annoying. Not a lot, but we do need it. Let's just imagine we have prod 3 applied to the whole line and see what we're dealing with. What's up, Dave? How's it going? Okay, so oil goes to sulfuric at about a 1 to 1.4 ratio when you have productivity enabled. And for ore, as far as I can tell, let's look. Is it the same for all of them? Yeah, it looks like it's the same for all of them. We need 1 sulfuric for every 4 ore that we get from the chunks. At least with the, not the deep core chunks, but the dedicated chunks. It's 1 to 4. So 1 oil would get you around 6 ore of any specific type. So, for example, all of my... I might need to tap into more oil here, because that right there, 60 oil, is going to translate to 360 ore per second total of different types, if that all goes to sulfuric. So, hey Complex, how's it going? We finally caught up on green circuits. We are going to run over and make the nuclear stuff as much as we can right now. I do need to craft real quick some tanks. I don't want to have 0 tanks over here. So we should probably have some lead and solder requested. My logistics bots are pretty busy right now. Don't know what exactly they're doing, but they are busy. Okay. It's at least enough to get started. They are busy. Exactly. Always with the puns. How's oil doing, by the way? Looks like light oil is out. And... petroleum is holding steady, but it's not out. Those are all running. I probably need to get more of those. I need to redo oil. That's on my to-do list. I also spent a second redoing the recipes for ultimate belts. Oh no, I didn't mean to. You can't turn while FNEI is open, by the way. So if we look at the ultimate belts here, now they require 10 to 1. And I feel like that's far more balanced because you're paying 2 of these plus the 10 gears. Well, essentially just 2 of these alone is twice the speed. So that's just equivalent. And then the extra cost is, you know, 8 more of them. And I'm going to try to just build the top half here. So I'm not going to run any further south here. Let's see. Okay. I mean, it's pretty close to what we wanted. I don't hate it. We also never set up output shells. These are not cannons. Output cells. Wow. That's so weird. I said the wrong word, but it was one that rhymed with the right word. Shells and cells. And then I'll probably use a couple logistic spots to ferry these around rather than another whole belt back. I don't know. Do I have any on hand? I have one. One measly bot can be the one who transfers. It's honestly probably fast enough. I do not need these 4 to worry about steam transfer, so that's fine. The water is connected here. The water is connected here. We probably will want more tanks afterwards. We'll have at least that many on this line as well. I forgot about this line of things needing its own set of tanks. So we're gonna need this copied to here and then yeah. Okay. Well, we'll do that later. I don't have the tanks for it. But for now, we at least have the ability to generate more power. And I'm gonna speed these up even more. Because we have more power. I'm gonna use that power. I used the power to make the power. Heck, that gets us 6.24. This gets us 6.72. You know, that's another half of a uranium per second. That can use 8.417, so that's good. I can use all of it. And then what I need is essentially... I don't even know what I need. I don't love... Because I really want Kovarex. So it's like I need to manually feed these for a second. I also want this one. There we go. Perfect. I could move these 2 over to here. And then we'd get the neighbor bonus, and they would still transfer their heat into this network. So I could just deconstruct this one. This one's old and decrepit anyway. So maybe we'll deconstruct this. I'll remove the extra fuel cells. Problem is they have a decent amount of time left to burn, and I'm wasting a lot of power if I don't let those burn. Steam is slowly starting to catch up because we're not using 100% of it, which means we will have a little bit of backup power here. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna decommission this whole section. We'll let those burn for a little bit longer here. And then, why don't we... I don't even know. We do need some more lead and zircaloy up here. That's not technically automated. But it's enough for now. And then why don't I actually do a thing here? We're gonna set you as the provider. Crap. So if... Hold on. Filter. You're only gonna grab green rocks if green rocks are less than... We'll do 4 at a time in the network, not a lot. And then you're gonna put dark green rocks if dark green rocks are less than... What? I don't know. 200? So that'll guarantee there's some of each thing available for the Covarex and stuff. And then... I don't know. This guy... can currently be our nuclear fuel processor. Where is it? Here? There it is. Oh, I just lost my productivity, though. That's a bummer. It was like halfway full. So I just wasted like 5 cells by deconstructing the old one. Shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that. Crap. Oh well. And then... I'll put these in with the others. And I guess that's about all we can do for now. And we just are gonna have to wait a few hours for Covarex to get built up enough. I could go mine another uranium patch, I guess, if I was really excited about Covarex. I could go over here with some sulfuric acid. I also wonder, is there... There's not oil anywhere nearby. I could pump oil up from here and make sulfuric on site, but then we don't have lead. Oh, there's lead right here. Look at that. So there are some options here. I could make this all self-sustaining. I think once we get Covarex going, though, it's going to be very unnecessary to do such a thing. And these are nice and run out, so we can deconstruct those. There we go. And get those heat pipes going. Okay. And now, if I drop 4 cells in, we'll get a lot more heat total out of each of them. Because now they're all tripled. Which might be enough to get them up to the 500 degrees. It might not. There's a little bit of waste to spin them up. Because everything under 500 degrees Celsius that you're heating up to is a waste. Everything over 500 is then generating power. But basically you have to heat all of these elements up to 500, which is going to take a hot second. And we're even wasting some because these heat exchangers are heating up, but they're not going to end up spitting out any steam. So maybe we should put these on pause real quick, because they're just going to waste heat. I don't know the heat capacity of an exchanger, but no sense wasting. These are all wasted too. Okay. And these are wasted. Well, that one's not wasted, I guess. Man. Maybe I should have stuck with the old setup for a minute. Oh, but this is out of power. I can deconstruct the setup. Right, that was the point. That was the point. Alright. Fix that. Make sure all this stuff is built. Okay, so not quite enough. Enough to get all the heat exchangers. Or, well, a lot of them at least, not quite all. So that's good. Yes, a hot second. Too many puns. There's too many. Okay, I'm gonna take these 20. And let's see, these are wired up to be steam less than 2K. It was supposed to be down here, which is a little unfortunate because none of these are existent. So let me shift over to here. We'll delete that line for a second. Delete that line for a second. Okay. So I think that's gonna work because there's steam. Oh, wait, we don't have enough of these. Crap. Crap, crap, crap. Let me remove this set then. Okay. That's better. Alright, that should be good enough. And then these are set correctly. They'll load them up if it's less than 2K. They'll generate a ton of power. And if we end up having too much power, everything will get to 1,000 degrees Celsius, which is very hot, as you know. All the steam will fill up, and then this will fill up, and then it'll stop inserting until everything cools down and drops down below. So it does save a lot of fuel in the long run. It's not maybe quite necessary. But because once you get Cover X going, nuclear fuel becomes a joke. But right now it's not a joke, so we can't do that. Right, and we killed our electricity because now we are not generating power from nuclear because these aren't hot enough yet, but it'll get there soon. I'm going to trust that I hooked everything up correctly, and I'm going to go get one more batch of sulfuric. Yeah, I know I did the pun, but, you know, you pointed it out. I'm also trying not sitting, but kneeling at my desk, which is kind of interesting. I can't do a standing desk because the desk is not adjustable. And trying to decide if I like it or not, because my back hurts currently. But I feel like it's better, it's a better position for my body. But I'm also not used to it. Okay, so I want to get rid of a bunch of crap. Let's see. I wonder, do I have more inventory upgrades available? I might, and I also need to switch these out. Because we have all the blues now. There's no need for reds. So, can get rid of all these. I don't think I need frames. I probably will need more moho drills. until I have power solved. And yeah, okay, that's all fine for now. Alright, so we at least set up the half reactor. That's done. I do need to go take some more sulfuric over. And how many more of these do we have? 8 and 8. What's my ghost count over here? That's tile ghost. Oh, right, I screwed up. I deleted the blueprint. Okay. So this... Not... Okay, that should do it. So we need 29 turbines, 12 exchangers. We're close. If I feed you some titanium from my inventory, that might be enough. Same with you. Maybe not. It's gonna be close. And then, let's see, we'll need... I should set up storage tanks, honestly. Might as well, since I'm here. Okay, now I haven't done research in a while, and I should take a look at it. I think it's been because I'm so short on resources, but is there anything I really need here? Honestly, a bit more inventory size wouldn't hurt. We're already pretty full. And I can't get the next power armor yet, so we'll wait on that. And then we will grab sulfuric acid. That's what we're doing. 300 barrels. It's a pretty good number. 300 times 50 is 15,000. And I want to say we were using about 5 a second. So this will last another hour of mining over here, which hopefully is good enough. Well, I guess it's not good enough, because I already know we're gonna need... Well, now it's, let's see, what is that, 0.4? So every 2.5 minutes. So we need like 100 more minutes to get 40. We're already at 14. So yeah, maybe an hour is about right. Actually, I thought... Uh-oh. I thought we were gonna need all 5 in a row, but we actually don't. So that's good. So we won't quite waste all of it. It's also a little bit of an issue with these inserters. Like, if I'm running out of fuel, it's not going to be fully efficient. I could maybe grab from the same cell, and that'll be a little more balanced. There. Okay. Bigger inventory done. Always nice. And now we're going to move towards improving ore. I don't know. We've got a lot left to do. Titanium, I think, is maybe what I should do next, because we're very low on titanium. So let's go check that out. That's up here. And it's truly just because the titanium patch is tiny. And I've already used a lot of it. So I think I will trains at home over here as a start. Do I have drills? 48? Yeah. Because this is close enough that I don't really think I need a train for this one. At some point, we will have to bite the bullet and set up a far more extensive train network. That's not quite yet, though. And I'll still use that one up first. Okay, and then the lubricant gets passed along. Ooh, look at how far those can go. That is beautiful. And then power. Wow, these go further than a power pole. That's impressive. So then maybe what I'll do instead, I'll actually move... I guess that doesn't auto-connect. I'll move this one back a little bit just so it tiles properly with the power poles. So I don't have to recopy it a bunch of times. So bring that over. Did this all finish? It did. And yeah, this is going to be great. Lots more titanium should fix some of our problems at least. Sure do. You know, I think I just don't mind long belts very much. Like, I mean, how many tiles is this belt? A total of 500? That's far simpler and easier than setting up trains. I think if it were 3,000, then yeah, definitely trains, but a 500 tile belt is not too big of a deal. I don't know. I'm used to Pyanodons where you end up having to set up trains at home because you don't even have trains. So it just has kind of become a norm for me to do really long belts in the earlier game, and I still consider this to be the earlier game. Once I have logistic spots and blue belts and stack inserters, I feel much better about setting up a train network. Actually, I normally do it like this, don't I? You merge one and then you merge the other. Okay. And then as far as liquids, I guess the easiest way is this. Okay. That's a check. Get some power going. Oops. That was the wrong thing to deconstruct. Okay. So that's 8 titanium a second. Not great. but way more than we were getting before. What were we even getting? Titanium ore production was around 2.5 a second. Yep. About 2.5, close to 3. And now we're at over 10. So this does more than triple our titanium ore production. And I think the next thing I want to do is make titanium, more efficient. The doubled recipe. The one that uses graphite and silicon. We'll go do that. And that actually, I think, is going to solve our titanium problems then. If we get all of that ore doubled, then we're going to have quite a bit. The question is, do I just copy this, or do I need to shift it into something else? Because the titanium plate is... That's the same as iron, it's just less output, but it's all the same stuff. So I should be able to directly copy this whole setup. I don't like the missing beacons. We're gonna fix that. I don't like a lamp being in a strange place. That's gonna mess up a blueprint. Okay. So this guy, I'm actually gonna go ahead and blueprint, because I'm gonna use it over and over again. And we're gonna put that over here. Don't know exactly how I designed this, but we'll... I might as well take advantage of the beacons, I guess is what I'm thinking. So we'll put them... Well, I'll put the smeltery in line, I guess. So right there. Maybe I should have gone further down. We'll go down 3. Nanobots can figure it out. They're strong. They're smart. I am gonna have to reconfigure the stack inserters, unfortunately. Oh, we don't have any of those. Should be able to craft enough. They only need green circuits on top of what's normally here, so we'll configure this to be titanium plate with refractory, and then crap, I needed to copy the other part too. Okay. Alright, so the graphite and silicon need to come over here. Which... they're not naturally doing that. So I think I need a new... oh, that's not gonna work. We need a new thing on the ore bus, I guess. I'm glad I left a lot of space here. That's all I gotta say. Glad we left a lot of space. Okay, so that is going to be the old graphite belt, and then this is going to be, or sorry, silica. This is going to be the old graphite belt. And I want to keep them as separate belts for more throughput. I probably could survive with a half on each one for now, but then later I'd regret it. So... okay. The nice thing about doing this is it will connect it to be available for all of them pretty close by. So that's good. Okay, so the ore comes down the right side. Like so. The silica is on the right side. The graphite's on the left. Okay, so that does it. And then I think once we fix these filters, and I'm very much guessing we don't need 2 at a time because of the, we're not gonna have a fully compressed belt anytime soon, but oh yeah, and it's only the last one we doubled up. Okay. So there we go. That should drastically improve titanium production. Which goes here. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay. So that should represent a more average moving forward titanium production amount. Which, for the longest time, it was 45 a minute. That's all we were getting. 45 a minute. And now, we are getting 500-ish a minute. Maybe a little less. I think we had a quick boost. But... wow. So we more than tenfolded. We do have priority set. Ethereum. That was on the blueprint already. Although, I guess this needs to be a blue belt? Because it doesn't seem like it's fully working. Maybe we need that? Hmm. Well, we'll make that blue, and that should solve that problem. Oh, the issue is because there's 5 per output. So that's actually slowing us down a lot. These need to be... ah, crap. These need to be stack inserters too, or maybe we just need 2 each. And that should help solve the problem. Yeah, that's better. Okay, and what's the rate here? What can this handle? This can handle a full blue belt of ore in, so that's good. We would only get about half a belt out, so we would need 2 belts of titanium ore to get 1 belt of titanium plates, but so far this is a lot better than before. I think this is settled down to the norm. Let's just make sure everything's flowing properly. That's good. These are still working. Okay. So whatever we're getting now is about normal. Okay, never mind. We're down to like 250, but that's still 5 times more than what we were getting before, which is a pretty big deal. Okay, so titanium is good. What else do we need to work on? probably should extend my Robo World here to involve a bit more of my base. Okay, and we expanded green circuits. I guess the next question for myself is, should we expand red circuits? Because greens are now fine. Actually, reds look fine too. That's good. Steel is still an issue. I wonder if steel is currently the limiting factor on yellow science. It might be. Oh, hold up. I forgot about... Oh, crap. It's kind of funny, these use the prod 1s as a input. We can pretty easily get some extra purple. And I did that on yellow already, I think, yeah. So, low density structures the issue, and we're a little low on Surmat, but otherwise it's all working. Surmat has currently no issues. Okay. Well, let's make it a little faster then. 11 goes to 16.8. So that'll be more than a half belt. So then shouldn't all these be running? Or are these outputting, yeah, 1.6. I think we only automated it to 1, so they don't all need to run for that. Yeah, look at all these blue chips too. That's a really, really good sign. We're gonna increase our allowance there. And I'm also going to request a few. There they are. Grab some blues. Stretch my back. And I think I'm still barely in the camera view. Let's see. I don't really know what we need most. Let's look through our research here. Honestly, this might be it. Let's look at the Girdler sulfide process. This next one is pretty unaffordable right now, but this first one might really improve our fusion power. I guess working on Moho drills could be a good next step, and working on fusion power. I think those are my two bigger goals. To get the advanced Moho drills going for better ore possibilities, and then to get the fusion power actually power positive. So what we're going to do is the deuterium plasma. It's a lot of different things here. We'll go with the basic one. So 11 out. Then, oh gosh. We want the one that does 400 MJs. They're all mixed up together. It's really funny. Where are you? That one. Okay, so if we're gonna output 400, we need one fusion reactor, we need 2 plasma heaters. That doesn't sound right. Oh, that's an extra output. That's why. Okay, there we go. So that would be that, and then deuterium gas comes from currently this setup, which is ridiculously power intensive. So yeah, 660 megawatts to make 400. Not a good deal. Although I thought this was a little higher. I guess I mathed that wrong. I thought that was closer to 300. So now what we'll do is we'll copy this, paste it, And then we'll modify this last one. How do we get the heavy water into whatever this is? What is this? That's 10%. This is 20%. Is this 5%? Yeah, 40x 5% heavy water. So that's the recipe we can potentially get to. Just that one. Wait. Oh, it's 5% heavy. That's a different liquid. I get it. And then the hydrogen sulfide gas. Isn't that the same thing? It is. We just need to make a bunch once and we loop it back around. I don't know why it's not... Oh, it is canceling out. Okay. It just shows up here as an input and an output. Anyway, you can see that that cuts down the power cost of making the heavy water to almost zero. I mean, it's not technically zero, but it's close to zero. Especially considering... Yeah, I mean... Considering that I'm pretty sure... Excuse me. No, I guess we don't. We don't need any extra researches to get there. So then I think after like one efficiency upgrade and this method of heavy water production, we will be power positive. Let's find out. So the plasma, I think the first one got us to 430. The first efficiency is 430. So where's that one? These really don't seem to be in any particular order. Where's the old 430? There it is. I guess I kind of don't need this one because I know... Yeah, I could have just done the math myself. Like, I just need 11 deuterium plasma, and I know how much that makes at various stages. So 430 then would already be technically power positive, though very expensive to get this all running. It's free, right? This requires 0 inputs except water. And that's it. So that's super nice. And then what was the other efficiency? It was... So there's the D to D fusion efficiency, and then there's also... What was the other type of efficiency? The deuterium heating efficiency. So this one makes the crafting time lower on the deuterium plasma, which is the big power cost here. So if we switch this recipe out for the one that's 0.93, then we're only spending 375 megawatts to heat the plasma and gaining 430, and now we're starting to look at like a 60 megawatt power gain if I can get all that research done and build those buildings. So that's definitely the path. We'll be moving towards that. For now, I think I want to continue working on revamping my ore factories, maybe finish out the nuclear. Let's see if we have enough materials to finish out the nuclear. But I'm really excited about fusion power. Okay, so I need 28. Check. I don't think I needed any of these, but let's have a full stack just in case. I need 6. And we don't need any more nukes. I'm going to take 50 tanks for now. And we need more 1 to 2s, but I have those. Okay, so let's go finish out our nuclear build over here. I guess setting up module 2s needs to be on my list. Now that I have more blue circuits and reds, I can probably afford some. Ooh, look! Yellow is starting to build up. That's a good sign. But yeah, having module 2s will give me a lot more productivity around the base where I need it. So we'll get this fixed, and then we'll start setting up some module 2s. Okay, everything gets built. I unfortunately do need a few... I need to replace them with the blue ones, I think. Because I don't have any of the red ones left in my inventory. So that ain't gonna work. Don't know how many more are missing, but... Okay. Oh no! One more? Good, we can handcraft it. Okay, how are we doing on ghosts? There's a single pipe. Yeah, I was using my logistic network as key, but there were some buildings that were outside of it, I think, that needed to get built. Or I just counted wrong. But that should do it. And we need some more nuke cells right now. We've got 25. We're getting there. We're going to drop a few more in here. I guess one thing I could do, I don't know the easiest way to do this, is set up a timer so that... Sorry, gotta stretch. Set up a timer so that we only receive 4 cells every 200 seconds. And then it would waste less fuel as well, but I don't really think it's going to be that big of a deal. And then the other thing I need was this. Oh, let me copy this one, I guess. Flipped. Okay. Wow, we actually got close on having enough tanks. For now, at least. We'll want more later. But there you go. There's some serious nuclear power. That's 480 megawatts. And hopefully the rest of the power that I need from nuclear for the rest of the game. Because I want fusion to be the main thing. So maybe I don't even... I mean, Kovarex will make this basically last forever, I guess. It'll make our sulfuric acid go farther, so that's good. But yeah, I think we're going to have to call it an episode there. So let me take a little photo of these guys, and that'll be our screenshot. And there you go. So for those of you on YouTube, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.